Hi, my name is Masongo Ogora, and this is a lyrical breakdown of Bachira's Groove.
Yes, sir. You already lost because you ain't using that soul power.
Use wrongdoers, how they got rid of the long haul. Size 18 shoes, niggas taping me for knockoffs. The first line points out how a lot of people don't work hard and how they simply try to achieve things through instant gratification. A lot of people just simply want shortcuts to appease their lifestyle, and that's really not how I go about things. I like to invest time and effort into improving, into getting stronger, getting better. Got science projects, steady cook, Lil B, warped wontons, Eagle keep me alive, got a couple eggs I can saw off. Emphasizing my brand, got science project, pretty much my own label, my own identity. Every time I say God Science Project, that uniquely traces back to me. Lil B's a rapper from California. One of his songs that I really love is Wonton Soup. A simple song, basically just showing off the cooking dance that was popularized in like 2011, 2012. I can't even describe it because it's just authentic, raw shit. Old ass Jerbode, how you Uber black on the road? A lot of people are gonna just try to Uber somewhere to get somewhere faster, when in reality it's like we're all going to the same destination. You're sacrificing a lot just to get there faster. My promise device, Providence, y'all been stuck on that road. A cool Rhode Island bar. I don't think anyone has ever done that. Even if you're still trying to take shortcuts, you're still gonna screw yourself over because it's like you're skipping a bunch of obstacles and now you're just stuck and having to rely on help to get to where you need to be. Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber's beef with, over Justin Bieber and all that stuff. Decade-long beef where, and this song was actually inspired by beef too. Decade-long beef of shade and throwing shots. Justin Bieber never stepped in to like defend his wife, and his wife has a makeup brand, skincare brand called Rhode. So I wanted to kind of highlight that little pop culture knowledge. I think both girls are okay with each other now. I don't know, it's weird. Justin Bieber is not that attractive no more. So let's move on. Whole body, idol island. She sends her deep end is closed. I had no meaning with this line. I was just thinking about women. I was thinking about sex, like any other rapper, you know. So I'm just like, damn. SoulLoops and Songo, Masongo and Shot and Gold. Just wanted to highlight my homie SoulLoops. They're from San Jose, California. When you have people like that in your life, you just don't let them go. So this is a personal shout out to him because it's just like every time we get together, we exchange ideas, we exchange information. We just become better people, so I just wanted to highlight that. And just, he's the star of the show. Like, I'm just here rapping, doing my job. Like, if you really want to give all the props to somebody, give it to SoulLoops, because they really went crazy with the production. Mansa Musa and Shad and Gold, just, Mansa Musa is one of the richest Africans, one of the richest humans in the world. Just wanted to showcase my African pride, my heritage on wax. Symbiotic egoist, my balls go harder in blue locks, size 18 -7, feeding Jits Nike Elite tube socks. It goes back to the title actually, Bachira's Groove, based off of Meguru Bachira from the beloved anime Blue Lock. Very high adrenaline based sports anime about Japan needing a striker for the World Cup. They're put through the most like rigorous training, physical and mental challenges to beat everyone else. So they're just looking for one person, and everyone's coming in there forming friendships, forming alliances, and realizing in the middle of a soccer match like, hey, you know what, this alliance seems great, but I need to fucking push myself beyond my soccer knowledge and become the best. I've been teased my whole life, like people haven't really appreciated me, and I'm like, all these friends that I'm making are going harder, are like achieving their dreams right now to be the best, and I'm stagnant. I'm like literally being left behind. Do I rely on the crutches of my demons or the idea of playing with other people to fuel me, or should I rely on myself to embrace my ego and simply move forward? I rap well, I do all these things, but I really need to, I had a moment where I was just like, I need to just get better, get stronger, put more reps in. So this is my breakdown process and reformation into another version of myself. Size 18 -7, feeding Jits Nike Elite tube socks. 18 -7 is 11, that's my shoe size. But you can't rob me. So that's just public knowledge, but you can't rob me because I don't have like nice shoes. All my shoes are kind of cooked. But that's cool. That's a beautiful. Dirty shoes are cool too, you know, like people like fuck keeping your shoes clean in the box or like fucking wearing them once in a while. Just like dirty up your shit. But just know that you can't rob me because I will fight back or I will run. And I'm a pretty fast runner. Shout out to my Kenyan heritage, you know. Jits is a slang for young people, young bulls, you know. Like depending on which region you're from, which state you're from and all that, the slang is different. So I've been hearing like jit a lot from like a lot of southern rappers and stuff. So I just incorporated it into my lexicon. I have like one pair of Nike Elite Tube socks that I bought and I never wore it. Them shits were like $60 fucking just for some baseball soccer socks that I just haven't worn. Probably one of the best sock qualities like ever, but it's just useless because it's like tapping into material, non-material stuff that, you know, you just kind of like decide to invest in and then you just kind of keep it on a wall or in a box somewhere and you just don't use it. Like if you're not trying to amplify your gifts, if you're not trying to amplify your knowledge, then like what are you doing? Her ripples Niagara, dip canvas making me seasick. The beat just sounded cool, so that's what I was just thinking about at the time. I'm the premier preseason, y'all boys stuck in the precinct. I was a premature baby, 1 pound 7 ounces. Supposed to be born in August and be a Leo, but I ended up being an Aries because I was born in April. So with that, it's just pointing out how like I came early, like a preseason, and y'all boys stuck in the precinct. Just kind of pointing out how I'm flexing on y'all with my bars, just really going crazy. And how like some people are really just like trapped in their own situations. Therefore, going back to the journey, you're trapped in your own journey, you're trapped in your own sauce, and you're just lost. You're just like going through it. But we're all going through it, so that really can apply to yourself or anyone else around you. Ain't no cap in my rap according to all Zay. Oyster in my hand, I'm palming gone, Hunter Hunter cosplay. My homie Zay All Caps inspired that line because they're just cool as hell. Think about MF Doom, you know, all caps when you spell the man's name, ain't no cap in my rap, and then Zay all caps, and I was like, oh, that's a cool bar. I'm really Daniel son, white toes boosting my parlays, how I kick and push with my feet made of fucking clay. So he basically went off of a crane kick that technically should have been impossible to pull after he broke his bones, but you know, movie magic and plot holes, healing devices, I guess, that make it work. Just knowing that I'm gonna win despite the odds. Shout out to Lupe Fiasco. Kick push defined a generation, defined skateboarding culture, and like it just tells me like how can I keep fighting, how can I keep going in life when my feet are just stuck, when I'm like stuck in my own shit. So going back to Earl Sweatshirt, who has the Feet of Clay album project, it just kind of reminded me of the fact that like, you know, sometimes you're stuck and you can't really, for the life of you, think of anything to do to make yourself feel inspired, to make yourself feel alive. And, you know, sometimes it just takes some deus ex machina, some sort of like outward person or third party to really just like push you back into your bag just to keep grinding. Rap demigod, Monkey King with the word played, the baby Aries, my brother Stacy hit me with the climate change. I like the whole rap god, rap Diablo kind of thing. So I took the demigod aspect from my love of Greek mythology. Shout out to Rick Riordan. As a kid, I was like teased for my dark skin. You know, usually a lot of the jokes were alliterations to Africans being monkeys and just kind of like associating us with jungle life basically. But you go into Chinese culture and a lot of symbolism within Asian culture. You have the Monkey King parable. The Monkey King is mischievous, he's cunning. And I used to read a lot of African parables when I was a kid. So like things like donkeys and like other animals that may not be as majestic as a lion were always used as teaching devices, and were always a lot more than what the world tried to make them appear as. So I kind of just took that inspiration. I'm an Aries, if you didn't know. I may not show it, but I do have an ego. I do consider myself pretty highly. Take it in stride and showcase it in small doses, you know. Shout out to my brother Stacy. I showed him the song a while back, and he had told me that I should like take it up a notch, really just like puff your chest out a little bit more, you know? So I did that with the current release, and I love it because like I know that every time I'm gonna perform this song, I'm just gonna really showcase that energy. And like without that advice, I would not be here doing this for y'all. So shout out to Stacy one time. A little climate change bar, just like, oh, just like go further, kick it up a notch. And, you know, shout out to climate change for giving us a false sense of hope with all these false summers, these fake winters and stuff like that. Seasons aren't the same, but put more emphasis on it with our politicians to actually believe in it and actually create more measures to do something about it. The Amazing Mercenary, Granny stopped me from giving out cold chains, Robona to nutmegs, my soul sleep where the monsters play. The last 2 bars of the song, you can just appreciate going through these situations because you have a song to help you to get through that. This song has been helping me to get through my own situations, so I really do appreciate just having this out in existence, because every time I listen to it, my confidence goes back up. I'm able to puff up my chest a little bit more, push through life, and not have to be afraid of the unknown. I got here by myself. It's like, no, I have a whole village. So shout out to Chewy, shout out to SoulLoops for even making this idea, this conception possible.